Okay, welcome back to DIYWILLY. Today, well, it's another part of the Dell build. The Dell Optiplex is going through a lot of upgrades. At this point, this next upgrade will pretty much remove the Dell from it. This is a motherboard upgrade, and let's take a look at what I got. So what we've got here is, it's an old motherboard, just like the processor I'm using, that 4790K. This is a motherboard from, I would guess, 2014 or 2015. And I know I could probably now, from what I've spent on the Dell, I've built a much newer, faster system. But trying to stay with that i7 4th gen processor and computer. Originally the Dell wasn't supposed to go this far. I was just going to upgrade the CPU, the power supply, the graphics card, and call it a day. But I've since moved on, and this next part of it will pretty much remove the last piece of Dell in the system. The CD-ROM drive is there from the original Dell, but this will finish it off. So what we have here is a Gigabyte G1 Sniper Z97 motherboard. Let me get it out of the anti-static bag. So here we go. Let's get a look at it this way. It's a really nice motherboard. I chose it basically because it was Z97. That gives me full use of my 4790K processor, because this is a overclock a bull motherboard. The two will work together to overclock the CPU. I doubt if I do, but the ability is there with this motherboard. It's a Z97 chipset, which is what opens up that ability. It's got some heat sinks here for the VRAM. Yeah, it's got some older stuff over here we're not going to use. Of course, we got our two PCIe 16 and 18, and then PCIe 1s there. These are just PCI. These are PCI Express 16 and 8. There we go. It's got 4 DIMM slots for RAM. Again, this is still limited or controlled by the CPU, and the maximum is 32 gigabytes. But yeah, I bought this board because of the Z97. Also because I like the red. I think the red really looks nice, and it's fairly clean. You know, it looks really nice. It's got some gold over here, but the gold is kind of tarnished. I might try to see if I can clean up the gold, but you won't see that once you put the I/O plate on there. It's got some great sound. It's got an amplifier built into it. I mean, it's got some cool features. Oh, I see some pins are damaged maybe right here. These might be bent, or maybe it's just an illusion. But the other factor behind buying this board is this right here. The power, the clear CMOS, and the reset button, and this display here. I can't remember exactly what this display is called, but I'll put a link. I'll put a little something right here showing what it is. But I like this. This is kind of cool. I've never had a motherboard with this kind of debug or something, I think they call it. So this, as it's booting up and going to post, it will show codes in here, and I have the owner's manual. The board didn't come with anything, by the way, so I had to go on Gigabyte's website and print out the user's manual, and they also have the drivers and stuff available there. It's got a CPU cover. I've already looked at the pins. They look pretty good. Yeah, this is going to be a nice addition to the computer. The red will go well with the blue that I have, and the white. It's like a red, white, and blue theme, you know. I think it's really going to look good. I've got my Gigastone 32 gigabytes of RAM. And this is actually what this video is going to be about today, but I just wanted to show you where we're going. So let me get this put away, and we'll take a look at that RAM. Alright, so I've got the motherboard put away. I've got the RAM here. It's just regular, you know, DDR3, I believe it's 1600 megahertz. Gigastone, I hope is a good brand. I remember Gigastone from years back when I was putting together PCs. There's a lot of other brands out there now, and some of them were cheaper than this one, but I just wasn't sure. You know, I'm not too familiar with some of the newer brands, and I knew this one, I knew Corsair and the other brands like that, but I went ahead and chose this one. Let's get it open. Let's see here. And it looks pretty good. I've already touched something metallic. I wanted to get rid of any static I might have before I handled the motherboard. So I should be good to go for the RAM too. And we'll just get a piece out here. Now it looks really nice. You know, Gigastone. I think these are 8 gigabyte. Yeah, 8 gigabyte per stick. DDR3, 1600. This board can clock this I believe. I don't know if you can clock this 1600 or if you have to buy a faster one and then clock up to that one. I don't know. I've never really done the overclocking thing. But I'll figure it out. If I have to buy different RAM, I'll buy different RAM. What I want to do though, because I have the red and the blue and the white theme inside this case of mine, this computer, is I don't want the green. You know, I don't want that green to be in there. It'll just look kind of funny. The board has a nice dark color to it, and of course all the red really makes it look sharp. So I found, or I did some research, and I found these. Let's check this out. Now these are kind of like heat sinks for the memory. They say Hyper, Fury on them. You know, they're pretty much generic. You can put them on any of the memory sticks. I think these are good for the DDR3 and the DDR4. I really wanted something with some RGB so I could have some more blue inside there. But with the cooling fan, the CPU fan I have, it won't fit any RGB type. So I think these will fit just fine underneath there, and it'll look nice in the window. You'll be able to see it. So doesn't come with any instructions. There's nothing here but 2 per kit, and of course some of their thermal pads. So what I think, just common sense, is these pieces, they're 2 pieces like this. See that? They hook and loop. Let's see, they kind of hook and loop in there. There's 2 little spots, and then they loop in like that. So what I'm guessing is the memory will sit inside like so, and you hook this in and just squish it down. So I really don't have the directions. It doesn't say anything. We're just gonna give it a shot. I'm hoping I put this together right, because that little notch, this little notch will tell me which way the memory orients. So I want this part to be towards the back, or towards the bottom of the computer. So you know what I could do is I could take a look at the motherboard and see just exactly where that is. I'm not too familiar with which way the RAM stick goes in, this way or this way. I think it's this way. Let me check that out real fast. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It does go this way. So we're gonna get the first back, the one that has no writing on it, and the one that has writing. And we'll leave it like this, and we're gonna take one of the strips. Now, should we put this on the memory, or should we put this, I mean, what, I'm gonna put it on the memory, right across the chips, right like that. There we go. Now, again, I haven't seen any videos, and it didn't come with any instructions, so I'm assuming it's gonna go like that. Now there's another piece that'll peel off. Make sure it's got good contact. Be kind of gentle handling it, but you want to make sure it's got good contact on there. And then we'll pull up. Of course, I need my glasses. So, let's see. Make sure this thing is down tight. I want to try to peel it off, leaving the double back tape part. Doesn't seem to be cooperating with me. Okay, yeah, it's there, all right. Just gotta figure out how to get it off. Come on, Willie. How hard can it be? Let's see, let's get you up here. Oh, my light's dying. I don't have enough light in this kitchen. I wonder if we can try a different side. I think before I put the next one on, I'm gonna start to peel it off on the paper because it's proven to be a problem. Anyway, there's double back tape here. It's clear, and I need to get the red cover off and leave just the clear double back tape all across the chips. So I'll get back to you when I've got that done. All right, it took me a minute, but once I got it started, once I was able to peel it off, you can see that it just peels back and it leaves the clear film double back tape on there. Just pull back very gently to leave, there we go, on the chip. Now I'm gonna take, I think you just kind of center it, Wow. You know what, let me get the other stick. I really wish they had some instructions on here, because once you stick it, I don't think it's gonna unstick very easily. Let me see how it fits in here. There's not really a... Okay. I guess you just kind of even it up. Yeah, just kind of even it up, I guess. Center it over. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna center it up on the memory. Just like that. Give it some little firm compress. Now, another thing is, what about the Gigabyte sticker? Do I take it off? Do I leave it on? You know? Doesn't really peel off. Or does it? Or does it? No, it doesn't. I don't want to damage that. I think I'm going to leave it there. I know those chips probably won't get the 100% cooling they should get, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. Now I'm going to start pulling it off here, make it easier to do for the next side. Make sure it's seated well. Okay, I like that. Now we can take our interlocking tabs. I don't know if you can see those. There's two tabs. They're different on each one, but they coincide with what's on here, and you just lock the two in. I don't know if you can see that. You just lock the two in like that. Fold it over. There we go. I like the looks of that. Now we get rid of that green memory, and we give it much more appealing look. Let's get the other one done too, huh? It's gonna get tricky to make a match. It really is. I wish there was a way to better, you know, there's some type of something to hold them, so you got it centered right. Okay, so we get this off, and we stick it on. Come on, Willie, do this. There we go. Now, since I already peeled it off, it should peel a lot easier. Oh yeah, that worked out nice. That worked out really nice. Now, let's get this thing installed. Where it looks, see, there's an easier way to do this. Kind of center it. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. Give it some center. Just some easy pushes. Yeah, I really like how this looks. Much easier to get it started on this and then peel it off. Again, we're not going to take that Gigastone sticker off. Probably won't cool as effectively as it should with that on there, but hey, it is what it is. I'm after the look of the red more than I am the cooling effect. I have a lot of air in my tower. All right. Now let's lock this back in. At least this piece we don't have to be so careful because it has those tabs to line itself up. There we go. HyperX Fury. So much for Gigastone. Look at that. I really like that. I've seen guys do this before. Look at that. Woo! I like it. It makes that memory look 100% different. It makes that memory look 100% different, man. Look at that. This will look so good on the motherboard. You know what? Let's put a couple sticks in. I'm gonna do it again to the other memory, but I won't do it on video. That will be just that'll just be the wow. That's nice. That's really nice. This will be the video, but let's put it in the motherboard. See how it looks in there against the other red. It's a little bit different, just a little bit, but not enough to worry about. We'll just take it and we'll snap it in. Unless we're gonna do the first, so we go in the gray one. We'll snap it in. Oh, come on, Willie. Are you kidding me? There we go. There we go. Listen for that click. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? That looks so nice. And it's so much better than just having those green sticks in there. It goes really well with the other red on the board. Really like how this is turning out, guys. Really like it. So if you like this video on this memory, installing the cooling, the heatsink on the memory, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, it's really nice. Check out my other videos on this build, and subscribe if you haven't already. And always come back to DIYWILLY for your Dell Optiplex upgrades and mini bikes and trucks and cars, whatever. We do it all around here. I'm having a lot of fun with this computer stuff right here, and looking forward to getting this board in. I'm still waiting for the I/O plate. This motherboard didn't come with it, so I ordered it separate, and it's about a week behind, so it's still coming. We won't install the motherboard till we get that. However, we will do a like a test bench type setup with the CPU in and the power supply, everything plugged in to make sure it works. And we'll check the BIOS, and I've already downloaded a lot of the updates, but we don't know what we're at right now. This is a revision 1.1. It could have all the updates on it already. Who knows? It doesn't go very high. I think the last update was like 2018. So this board could have all the updates, but yeah, if you like to install the memory, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.